Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, the 29th of March, 2016. Hope you have a good week. Obviously, we started out very slow, had enough winners, but it really was uneventful with most of the world being on holiday for Easter on Monday, even though the U.S. banks and stock markets were open. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the true market. This is what the professionals use, and you can see we didn't do much the last couple of days, really. Last week in general has been fairly flat, and we're stuck under that green static trend line, which was the target of the move up. Almost got there, but not quite. We do have a red static trend line below in case we head down. Be focused on that later. All right, let's take a look at the markets for the day and what they did. Crude oil, $39.40, basically even for the session. Gold ticked up $1.10, not a big deal. S&P cash index after very little movement, up 1.11 points. NDX 100, the NASDAQ 100 lost 7.46. That's basically flat as well. The SOX lost less than a point. Nothing moved today. Biotech's down 34. We got the VIX up 50 cents to $15.24. Trend closing at 1.22 and the 10-day moving average right around there as well. NASDAQ volume was the worst of the year at 1.27 billion shares. That was expected. NASDAQ advanced decline ratio negative 281. Doesn't mean a lot on a day like this. New York advanced decline plus 454. Google lost $1.58. Apple lost 48 cents. Amazon lost $3 for the day. Setting came in very close to our trigger, but didn't trigger. Netflix up 285. Netflix looks good on the daily right there as well. All right, let's take a look at the intraday action. Again, it's not super useful given what we went through. You can see we opened basically just a small gap up that filled immediately on the ES. Went a little lower, and that was it. That was pretty much the range of the day. Tried to poke out right coming back from lunch and failed immediately. Basically came back and closed on the VWAP. And here's the NQs, even less interesting. The entire range of the day was set within 15 minutes. All right, so what do we have to look forward to on the next session? Well, oops, sorry about that. Here's a look at the data. There is consumer confidence tomorrow. That obviously can move the market a little bit. That's 10 a.m. Eastern, 30 minutes into the market. We've also got the Case-Shiller 20-city index 30 minutes before the market. That's not usually a big deal. You know, we've got end of quarter on Thursday we talked about. So, you know, I think if there's a shot for some movement, Tuesday might be the day, maybe Wednesday, but then things will probably slow down. Usually, typically, you would expect that for the end of the quarter. And then Friday might actually be more interesting than the average Friday. It's April Fool's Day, but it's also got the unemployment rate and a lot of data, and it's the first day of the new quarter, so they're free of the waiting for the statements to print. So we'll see what happens there. We'll be in the lab as usual trying to help you make some money. Come by. If you have not taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal 12. And even though we had some winners today, really the week starts tomorrow. Have a great trading Tuesday.